Receptions for him, and it's another first down. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now Ritter to throw on first down. Short throw caught by Pitts. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up 2nd down. Another throw coming up here for Ritter. Gets this complete to Shaheed. So no gain on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. And so far, a very nice, methodical opening drive.
This has the feel of a scripted drive that they rehearsed perfectly all week long, and now they're executing it on game day.
Script looks good so far. Ritter throwing on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And now we're going to get a stoppage as, yeah, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Robinson toss play left side. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. A first carry for Tyler Algier. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Ritter from the gun on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Algier. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense, because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now, flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
Crew able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And for how good he is throwing the ball, it's his running that makes him so dangerous. He had a couple of touchdowns on the ground in last week's game, so we'll see what they dial up for him for this one.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 23. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23. The numbers for McCaffrey last week. 18 carries, 86 yards.
And while he may not verbalize it, in his mind, going up against this defense, one of the worst rush defenses in the league, he's thinking 200+ in this game.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Now Purdy. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Purdy on 4th down. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room?
Yeah.
Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter? I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
Ritter on 1st and 10. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Robinson up the middle. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
On 3rd and 1, it's Ritter. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. And Nick Bosa so quick on the outside, he gets in there to bring him down.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So on 4th down, Ritter heads to the sideline. Younghoe Koo gets set for the Atlanta field goal. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. Koo knocks this one through the post. And that will extend their lead even further. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long.
In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And, oh, that is going to be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but, Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. A give left side to Robinson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, it's Ritter. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Purdy from the gun. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
This one was all about clearing space for this play to work because he's going to leak out the backfield to his right and then angle his way up the field. And a really pretty throw to put it on him and create the big play downfield.
Wiggles free. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. The Niners are the perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. So they've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And if we look back to last week, it was all about their defense. Let's face it, anytime you hold an NFL team to single digits in this era of high-flying offenses, that's saying something.
And McCaffrey going to pick up a Niners 1st down as the tackle is made right at the 25-yard line. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Purdy. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Flushed out right. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. Throwing here, Purdy. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Meanwhile, Ritter's throw there taken in by Smith. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Ritter to throw it. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. 3rd and short, Ritter. That is caught, and he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Looking to throw once more. Here's Ritter. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Ritter. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Robinson. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Ritter will set up to throw it. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will extend their lead even further. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, yeah. Right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up at TIAA Bank Stadium in Jacksonville, where it was the visiting Cowboys who got the win on the road. Tony Pollard, a touchdown run in the victory. From there, we head up to Kansas City to check on the Chiefs at Arrowhead. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Raiders. Patrick Mahomes, 3 touchdown passes as his guys stay unbeaten on the year. And then finally, a good one on Monday Night Football between the Indianapolis Colts and the Tennessee Titans. It was a terrific first half from the former Cincinnati man, Desmond Ridder. He's got a touchdown pass on the ledger as his guys were able to build a double-digit lead.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick.
And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. And the return will stop right around the 25. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
Second down throw coming for Ritter. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now 2 yards to go on third down. Algier will try to pick it up. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Looking to throw it here. Ritter. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Touchdown. Kyle Pitts, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Falcons have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was the tight end Kyle Pitts finishing it all off on the touchdown reception. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. McCaffrey on the toss right. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. They're down here in the third quarter trying to get something going to the outside there. Didn't work out, though.
Yeah, and from the cheap seats and from where you and I are sitting, we did pay a pretty good price to get in here, right? You often wonder to yourself, why do you make that type of a call? That one went for no gain. But I think this offense thinks to itself, if we keep running these plays, eventually something may pop. It just didn't on that one.
So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. McCaffrey following the penalty. Nifty move. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That's good for 28 yards.
That is one heck of a catch right there. Got his eye on it the whole way and able to make the grab one-handed. Very nicely done, and for a nice chunk of yardage, too.
McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Again, McCaffrey. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Niners are able to cut into that deficit.
And that's a step in the right direction. This had the feeling of one of those turning point kind of drives. If you come up empty there, it could be a long road back. But they persevered and hung around, and they closed the gap here in the 3rd quarter with their first touchdown of the game.
And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will bowl his way in there for the 2 points. Nothing fancy there on that 2-point try. Give it to the big boy, let him go to work.
That almost felt like sandlot football that we used to play, didn't it? Biggest guy on your team who can carry the ball, hand it to him and let him rumble.
Nobody picked me on the sandlot football team.
You were quarterback, and I know better.
I was the water boy. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up past the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. They were victorious over the Chargers last week, and now they work with a lead again here as they come up 1st and 10. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. On play action, here's Ritter. This pass is caught by London. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Ritter now. Open man left side. Shaheed has it. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Back to throw, Ritter. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. First down, here's Ritter. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 3, 2nd and a yard. Ritter back to throw. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Falcons are looking to make it 2.